So we currently have 5 days until the new NFL league year starts on March 16th, which is the day the Packers have to get under the salary cap. And now, because this past week the Packers did decide to franchise tag Davante Adams, we are currently $45 million over the salary cap. I tweeted it here. I said with 5 days to get under the cap, the Packers are $45 million over. The amount of moves the Packers have to make in the next week or so is going to be wild. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, Luke_Beller over there on Twitter, also linked in the description down below. So according to Over the Cap, the Packers are about $45 million over the salary cap. Currently at this point, we don't know what Aaron Rodgers' contract looks like, so we don't know. I mean, he hasn't really signed a new one yet, he said a few days ago. So I would assume the Packers are going to get him under contract so that they can lower his salary cap, because currently it's about $46 million. And there are some estimates that with him getting a new contract, they could, lessen that cap hit for 2022 a lot. The other question, too, is will the Packers be able to get some kind of long-term extension done with Davante by March 16th so that they can lessen his salary cap? Because currently it's about $20 million because the franchise tag, counts that all against the salary cap. I don't know if that'll happen. There's only 5 days till that. And now the other questions are, with the Packers being $45 million over, they're going to have to make a few different moves. One that lots of us have been thinking will possibly happen, which seems likely, is Za'Darius Smith getting released, because he is currently counting, or if we release him, we'll save $15 million. So I would assume that would happen in the next few days. But then, too, we have all these questions about these potential free agents who could potentially be free agents for the Packers, with Devondre Campbell, Rasul Douglas, Robert Tonyan, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, just to name a few, and there's a few more other guys as well. And, when it comes to Devondre Campbell, I really want the Packers to be able to get a deal done with him. He did become an all-pro this year, and so he's definitely going to cost a good amount of money. I think for the Packers, he definitely deserves that amount. So what I'm hoping is the Packers can somehow find a way to give him like a multi-year deal and really lessen the cap hit for 2022. But we'll see if that will happen, because I do not want to lose Devondre Campbell, because I really think he held this defense together. And if we do lose him, the Packers will definitely either need to, find someone in the draft, maybe find a cheap free agent like Devondre Campbell was this past year. Will the Packers be able to strike gold twice, by finding a cheap middle linebacker? I wouldn't count on it, but hey, you never know. They did it with Devondre, but I hope they find a way to sign him. Rasul Douglas, who knows if we'll be able to sign him. It seems like he wants to join the Packers. The question is, would they be able to agree on a contract that makes sense? So honestly, with the Packers being $45 million over right now, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the next 5 days to erase $45 million off of the salary cap. It's going to be interesting to see. Who knows? Za'Darius release, a few other guys released. Who exactly knows what will happen? Aaron Rodgers' contract, Davante Adams' contract. There's lots and lots of possibilities, but that is the current situation for the Packers. And starting on Monday, March 14th, it does begin the legal tampering period, which means teams and agents can begin to negotiate contracts for unrestricted free agents. And so if the Packers, don't decide to sign a few of these guys, they could end up on other teams this offseason, because I would assume that the Packers can't, sign all their free agents, because how would we? I don't know where we would find the money. But as we've seen in the past, the Packers can pretty quickly, erase some money from that salary cap. We saw it with multiple contracts, renegotiated. There's also a chance of a Jair extension. I don't know if that would happen before the March 16th date, but I'm pretty sure it would lessen his cap hit for 2022 as well. So there's endless possibilities, and I'm not exactly sure what the Packers will do to get this solution solved. But we will see. We will find out soon what will happen. I'm just happy now. This past week that Rodgers is back. Davante is tagged. And so the Packers, I think, have a great shot. Regardless of what happens on the other parts of this team, when you have Aaron Rodgers, you still have a chance of, going deep in the playoffs. So that's, I think, the important part that happened this week. And whatever else happens, we may lose some guys that we don't want to lose, but that's sort of how it goes sometimes when you can't pay everyone what they deserve. So we will see what happens, and I'll cover it all on this channel. Also, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, Luke_Beller over there on Twitter. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.